You know, a lot of nonprofits throw really successful annual fundraisers, but they don't necessarily line up with their mission, other than like, oh, we need to make sure we raise enough money to support our programming. So I think what this event represents is a great combination, not only raising money to help fund our program, our organization and our programming, but it also really hits our mission, which is have people out, see agriculture in action, see community in action. So I think it represents a really great crossroads of the needs for nonprofits to raise money, but also have the community out to really demonstrate what you're trying to do for society.
We should have people out here. Like, that makes sense, right? Yeah, let's do it. And we did it, and like 400 people showed up. And like in our first year, like all we had was a garden. All this, there was like a broken down house over here, and like it was a mess. But we pulled it off, and it was so successful that we needed to do it every year into infinity. We connect people to good food. We have our urban farm here, which is our kind of educational hub of all of our activities. We have interns here who help manage it. We sell produce, we take it to the food pantry. We have field trips and classes, and kids come and learn science and interact with nature, and lots of very cool stuff happens here.
Carrie and I we'd shove the turkey in a feed sack and kind of tie it around the neck, and so because when you cut the head off a turkey, the wingspan's like this, and they like poke your eye out.
How you guys doing over
So our first year we did this, it was kind of like, yeah, well, we just finished our first year, we should have a party, have people come out, and it was kind of, you know, we got some food together, we had over 400 people show up. I'm like, wow, this was really surprising.
Each year it gets easier because a lot of the things are sort of the same. But I mean, this week all of our staff was having like 12 plus hour days.
I like really reconnecting people to their food source, and so many public events kind of bypass that and don't talk about the where the food comes from. And we grew everything that we are baking, or we got it locally sourced within 100 miles.
Yeah, I think and we have the oven space too, don't we?
First of all, they're really great people with a really fantastic vision for a better world where people have access to affordable, high quality, nutritious food, people from just all walks of life.
You know, we're learning more and more about running this event. Every year we refine things and learn more about how to be efficient and how to have a good time. I mean, we throw a pretty good party for about 1,000 people.
CCUA in general, every season gets a little smoother, and it just feels easier
feel like in 2010, when like August rolled around, late summer, it just felt exhausting and just like, how can farming just be so hard every year? Like, how can one do that? But I do feel like after doing it for 4 years, you learn that, you know, you learn some efficiencies, and it just seems like it gets easier.
And we got this big cell moving lengthwise over us. So it's gonna be raining for a while. Bummer.
Yeah.
We were hopeful that the rain would pass it, like the weather said, overnight and clear out, but this front is kind of stalled up right up over us and moving north, so moving like that over us instead of crosswise over us like we were anticipating. So.
But you know, we just really threw it together. It kind of just came together by happy chance. That all the pieces fell together at the right place at the right time. That first year it wasn't really solid game plan. This is how it works to throw a big event. So you know, over the past 4 years, really learning how to, you know, these are just all the permits, the paperwork, this is how you promote it, this is how you figure out everything. You know, it's been pretty cool figuring out how that process works, you know, professional growth.
That was at 2 o'clock. We just got out of the yellow. That's the heavier than the green. It's done right now. We got drizzle.
Yeah, and it changed direction. It's heading west more than that.
Yeah, it's not coming up. It's going west now.
First hit us was
so
going
we're
north.
seriously almost out of it.
The other west.
We've got green.
Out
It gets
of
lighter.
that to the
It gets lighter, and then even the lightest. The last bit of blue. So we're out of the orange and the yellow.
You're saying blue skies in 20 minutes.
Is here 365 days a year, but there's never this many people here at one time. So it's just really cool to see all these people here. And the farm is the tidiest it is all year. We just kind of take more detail than we normally do. It's like when you're going to have guests over to your house to clean up.
I love this event because it celebrates the season. It gives thanks to all of our sponsors, all of the volunteers, the people who come out to make it happen, just to give them a little bit of appreciation. It's fun for our staff, even though it's kind of stressful, but it's kind of like a nice rallying point where we all work together for this common goal of throwing a really great party for our community.
Here on planet Earth, and you have to have food, you have to have soil. Well, it doesn't matter about all these fancy things when you're so excited about it today. I think we want to help remind people that there has to be a balance. You know, we have to balance everything we're doing as we drive society forward with like the facts of our biological reality, which is you gotta eat. You might as well eat really good food while you're at it. So.
Think of all we see inside and outside of mind.
I think that the difference is it really showcases for people, you know, like this is how food's grown. It's here in the city, it's in your face. Maybe it's not feeding hundreds or thousands of people, but it's definitely letting you know that agriculture's alive and well, and you have to have it. The society has to have this. We can't let it be this forgotten thing. You know, it needs to be something to celebrate, because without food, without our soil, you know, there's nothing.
Straining our eyes. So we take another step in this Achillean stride.